Growing up, my sister and I always got a chocolate advent calendar every December. And since becoming a parent myself, it's got me thinking about different traditions that I'd like to start with my family. And there are so many neat advent calendars out there today that I wanted to share with you one really cool one that my friend Andrea does with her family. And she's going to show it to us. So come on, let's go inside. I'm here with my friend Andrea, although I call her Ange, that's how I've known her since grade 7. And she's going to share with us a little bit about her beautiful advent calendar.
I wasn't really finding anything that, we didn't have one from like our childhood. I knew I wanted to do something experiential. And so I just was looking on Pinterest and I remember finding kind of ideas like this, but couldn't find one to buy that kind of fit what I envisioned. And so I think with the intent in mind of just kind of doing more of these creative, experiential things with our family, this just kind of came together from pulling together those different pieces.
Awesome, I love it, love it. And this is also very special to your family. Can you tell us a little bit about how you made it and the materials that you used?
Yeah, so in this one, like we had the idea, it was kind of mulling in my head for a couple of years before we actually ended up making it, but the wood behind it is from my grandparents' farm. And so that was kind of when we had that wood, I just kind of pictured it all going together, which is kind of nice. Yeah. The reason we did it this way with the kind of clips here was the intention behind it was to have eventually some pictures in the off season of not having Advent.
I love that.
Mind you, we have kept this up the whole year just because I think we just never got around to it. But that's kind of why the clips versus some other things you could do with like a wire or something.
Yeah, but the option is there, so it's versatile.
Yeah.
It's essentially, it's like a piece of artwork.
We may have put this in the morning of, or if we were really on top of things the night before. And we kind of tie the twine around. And then inside it's just a recipe card that was cut up a couple times. And so this one was make nuts and bolts. And so the boys would open that up in the morning and we'd probably do that activity at some point in that day.
Nice. And I like the fact that you only put them in day to day because then the kids won't go ahead and peek to see what are they going to do tomorrow.
Exactly.
So leads that surprise.
Yeah. Try to kind of mix it up a little bit of things that are already kind of planned for December, like family dinners or things that are already kind of preset, parades, traditions that have already kind of have their time in the calendar. And then mixed in with just a little new things that maybe we would do anyways, but just to give it an intentional day to do it. So some of our favorites that we've done over the years are like baking cookies together and then delivering them to the neighbors, or like the gingerbread crafts, that kind of thing. But when I asked the boys last year, who are 4 and 6, what their favorite times were on the calendar, it's actually kind of surprised me. The one said that he liked the best, every time on the 21st, we do eating by candlelight because that's the longest night of the year.
Oh,
and so cool. That's just kind of the day that always happens, and it's kind of nice you already put that in, but that's memorable to them even though it doesn't cost anything. And then our other son, his favorite was eating by the Christmas tree. And again, it doesn't cost anything extra, but it's kind of fun. It's just different. You're still eating the same thing, but you just eat it right beside the Christmas tree. What's really helped for us is to kind of have a calendar laid out and presetting all those things that are already organized on the calendar.
Yeah.
And then just kind of having more on the other side of that, like a menu of options that are kind of more flexible. And there's been times where we've put something on the calendar and then realized, to be more flexible, friends invited us over for dinner, we put that inside and then leave that one for another day.
And I'd like to thank you so much for sharing your advent calendar with us.
You're welcome.
And I hope that this has inspired some of you to create your own advent calendars, to create some new traditions with your family during Christmas time. So thank you so much for watching, and
happy holidays.
We'll see you later. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.